Hear from Tiffany. Tiff, okay, you've had the benefit of hearing everybody's opinion. You've heard the Fed chair, and you've heard the professor, one of the most notable bulls that I can ever remember, say, I've never heard a Fed chair more dovish than what we just heard from Jay Powell.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, so you gave us our two choices, is it as good as it gets, or are we in a sweet spot? And I would argue those aren't our only two options, right? And so I definitely agree with the professor, of course, because he is who he is. But first of all, I wouldn't really presume to know what Powell's thinking about his position. I have no idea what he's thinking about. But I do believe there's no room for worry here, right? So I'm not worried, excuse me, about the Fed activity. I don't think that they're going to do anything anytime soon. I think it's going to be a little bit hard, as some of our, as we've said a little bit here today. I'm not worried even about increased corporate tax rates. But I do believe, of course, we're not going to see the type of returns that we have been seeing. I also believe that they're going to be winners and losers going forward. So I'm really focused on the names that I believe are going to do well regardless. I'm looking for opportunities to buy the things that I love. Okay, so on a dip. So for
Josh
me, it's
Brown,
really simple.
Josh Brown, what do you want to buy with the most dovish Fed chair of all time, according to the professor?
Well, I don't know that I would recalibrate a portfolio, a retirement portfolio full of assets based on any one comment from Jay Powell. I agree what Jeremy just said, though. Sounds about right. I can't remember anybody just out of hand completely dismissing the rapid asset price gains that we've seen. And you look at home prices. Is there any reason to think that the market needs increased stimulus with 20% gain in the price of a median home all over the country? Is there any reason to think that that market is under such stress that we need to make it possible for more 3% mortgages? Because whatever benefit you're getting as a home buyer in the form of a cheaper interest rate to borrow at, you are losing that and then some in the purchase price of a house. It's a knife fight in Florida. So don't cheer for how cheap your mortgage is. It's a knife fight. You can't buy anything. And so I think we're at the stage where people are staying long the market, staying bullish because of all the dovishness, fine, but growing increasingly concerned that, hey, this actually isn't that big of a benefit for me anymore. It's going from being stimulative to actually being difficult. Hard to run a business, hard to find people to hire and pay them an appropriate wage. So I think we're in danger of crossing over to that point where people start to say, okay, this was a lot of fun. I liked watching my portfolio double. But now things are costing more than they should, and it's impacting the way I live my life. I'm not saying we're not there. I'm not saying there aren't still people that need help. I'm just saying the blunt instrument of continued asset purchases and 0% overnight rates is about to cross over. I think that's going to happen.